Hi, Highlander family. Hoping everybody is home well. This is a chaotic time for all of our student athletes, as well as for the country. Athletically, at the beginning of March, the decision was made by the NCAA to end all championships immediately, as well as cancel the spring seasons in the wake of this pandemic, which at the time, nobody knew how bad it would be. We just knew it was getting worse. There was a lot of discussion in that time leading up to the cancellation of the games. We were talking about how do we travel? Do we travel safer? Do we travel better? There were universities that just stopped airline travel altogether. We were trying to think of ways that our own people can be healthier and safer, not knowing what we were getting into or where we were going. We talked about different ways of travel. We talked about not having fans at games. But in the end, I think it was agreed, and it is agreed upon by all, that the safest and best decision was to cancel the seasons. I know it wasn't popular at the time, and I am sorry for our student athletes, both at NJIT and even across the country, that did not get a chance to either finish their championships. For instance, we had swimmers in Detroit competing at the CCSA swimming championships. They literally had to drive back home when their event was canceled midway through. We had two fencers, Dotto Bursay and Tom Manley, who were getting ready in a couple of days to leave for the NCAA fencing championships. In addition, we had our men's lacrosse team that was planning to open their season, their first ever Northeast Conference season at home. We had never been in a conference before since we started the sport of lacrosse, and it was going to be one heck of a celebration. We had men's volleyball having one of the best seasons in many years, aiming at the EIVA championship. We had track and field, unfortunately or fortunately, never had the ability to start their outdoor season, so it never ended prematurely. Our tennis kids also had the opportunity. They played many games prior to the cancellation. But the good news is the NCAA, as unnimble as it can be sometimes, voted and moved swiftly to give all of the senior sport athletes on 2020 rosters an extra year of eligibility. This will create a little confusion for some, and not all student athletes will be able to take care of that, and all of the student athletes may not be able to take advantage of that. Some may have job offers if the jobs are still there. Some had already made decisions to study abroad or study in a master's program someplace else. It is good to know that at NJIT we will be able to work with all of our senior sport athletes to try and get them to come back if that is what they really want to do. There will be a spot on the roster, and we will honor all the senior sports scholarships if we can. But that is a decision that the coaches and the student athletes themselves will have to make and make together. Despite no games on campus, we are busy preparing for the future. We have to prepare, number one, how to recognize and honor our student athletes. This year, the banquet was canceled. We will have the end of year video. We will honor the sports that chose to identify outstanding student athletes and identify our top academic people as well. The great uncertainty is of when we're going to open in the fall. That is unknown, but we are planning in every stage. We are planning for an August move-in, a September move-in. We're planning for games in September and October. And if the NCAA chooses that that's not going to happen, we will adjust accordingly. Well, we are looking forward to the day that we could all come back to campus and celebrate together and see everybody. One school, one team is a saying that we use regularly. And I'm hoping that everybody in our Highlander family is safe and healthy and well. And roll tech.